Communication, me talking to you. Easy, right? It's a little bit more complicated than that. Simply put though, communication is the unsystemized interaction between a source and a receiver in which a message, whether that be intentional or accidental, is relayed and processed. What does any of that mean though? Well, there's three main points to the model. First of all, you have to understand that communication is a nonlinear procedure. In other words, instead of simply going from point A to point B with a message in between, there are an extant multitudinous quantity of external factors which can be affecting the eventual outcome. Among these, noise, number of participants, and response. However, when I mention noise, it's not simply auditory implications, but anything that comes between the source and the receiver. For instance, language barriers, cultural diversifications, or wandering thoughts can all be factored into noise. Furthermore, when I say number of participants and response, those are two things that can potentially go hand in hand. I could be talking to one individual who chooses to ignore me, or I could be speaking to 50 people who are all talking at the same time. Nonetheless, there is a infinite quantity of outcomes possible, so we don't have one single schematic equation, but an unsystemized, non-linear procedure. Moving on, we did say that a message can be intentional or accidental. How is that possible? Well, there's more than one form to relay in relaying a message. It can't simply be verbal, but it could be body language, it could be through a book, it could be through a source of media. Unintentional, though, is when you're horrible at hiding your emotions and I'm getting immediate feedback as I'm speaking to you just based on gestures. That's already a form of communication, and it's an unintentional form of communication. Of course, you could also be talking without thinking and say something hurtful or harmful by accident. Lastly, and most importantly, in order for the communication to actually be considered a communication, I can't simply be doing the talking to a brick wall. I have to be relaying a message and have you processing said message. You have to actually dissect, maybe not completely comprehend, but at least arrive at a conclusion based on my message. Thereby, there's three main points once again. First, that communication is unsystemized. Second, that there's a possibility of having a message be accidental, and there's different forms of relaying said message. And third, that you actually have to pay some kind of mind, go through an actual processing of the relayed information in order for it to be communication. So again, communication, me talking to you, me writing to you, you listening to me, that's a little bit more complicated, but not too bad, right?